It's day one of Festive Park Jack, and today I'm going to be reviewing M&ds, Scotland's theme park. Okay, so hello there everyone, and welcome back to Theme Park Jack, or Festive Park Jack I should say. And yes, it is the 1st of December, and we are kicking off Festive Park Jack with a review from M&ds. Now, I firstly just want to say that this is a really underrated park. All you hear about online is people absolutely slating the place, and it's not deserved. It is really not that bad, and I'm going to talk about that today and how it really gets a lot of stick when it doesn't need it. So yeah, firstly let's talk about where it is. It's located not far from Glasgow, but nowhere near the city centre or anything like that. It's actually just off the motorway. I think it was the M74, something like that. Just off the motorway, and it's actually in this really nice country park. It's got a lock right in front of it. You know, it is nicely in the countryside, and yeah, it's got a hotel attached to it and a massive indoor entertainment centre, along with a crazy golf and Amazonia as well, which is this massive indoor tropical rainforest kind of thing, and that is absolutely awesome. You know, you've got fish, parrots, all like exotic birds and like poison arrow frogs and all that. It was absolutely great. So that was a really good thing. The adventure golf was good too. And yeah, so this is a lot more than just a theme park. It is definitely a resort, along with its hotel as well. And it's definitely somewhere that you come, you know, you'd stay a few days, you'd do all the stuff there, and then you could check out Glasgow and the other stuff that's not very far away. So yeah, as far as pricing goes, I think it's quite reasonable. You can pay per ride with tokens, or as they call them, fun points. Each fun point's £1, and then each ride needs a different amount of fun points. The max that they'll need is 3, and they're just the really big rides. The family rides need 2, so you know, they're not ripping you off or anything like that, you know. So I think that is reasonable, definitely, and you do get quite a good ride cycle on all the different rides, as you can see there. So yeah, I do think it is very reasonable. You can buy a wristband. It is £19.95 if you just want to go on the rides, or if you would like a ride wristband and Amazonia and Crazy Golf included, then that is around £23, which again I think is very fair, to be honest. I mean prices like that are great, aren't they? All that you're getting for that price I think is really good. I mean, where else can you get for £23 unlimited rides all day, entry to Amazonia, which I mean you can spend easily up to an hour in there, just that on its own, and a round of 18-hole Crazy Golf as well. So it is really good. Now, talking about the ride selection that they've got here, there is quite a broad range, to be honest. I mean, the highlight attraction of the park is the Tornado. That is a Pinfari looping coaster. Now, I can't actually give you a review of that because I was too tall to go on it, and that is a complaint about that. You can't actually be any taller than 1.9 metres to go on it, and I'm considerably taller than 1.9 metres. In fact, I think I'm something like 1.98 metres or something like that. I am very tall. So yeah, I was way too tall to go on it. But my granddad did go on it and film a POV, and he actually said it was a decent ride. Said it was a bit jolty, he said, but you know, nothing that hurted much or anything like that, which is good. They have got some other really standout rides there as well, like the Hush Giant Condor. That is one of them's around now in the world, which is really good to see. There is also water slides there, Moby's Revenge. They've got a Runaway Mine Train, a Big Apple coaster, a Zamperla Disco, a log flume. Yeah, loads of stuff. They've got a massive Ferris wheel as well, which does give you great views over the country park and over towards Glasgow. I wouldn't say the opening hours at the park were absolutely amazing. I mean, the day we went, Scottish School Holidays had actually ended by then, and it was only open 12 till 5. But I think the other attractions like Amazonia and the golf, and then obviously that whole indoor entertainment centre will be open longer hours, so then you can just dedicate that full 5 hours to the rides. We arrived at about 1 p.m. In the afternoon, because we've been doing some other stuff in the morning. We've been at a shopping centre, and it was a 3-hour drive there from our holiday cottage as well. So yeah, but I did think though that 4 hours was plenty of time. We did manage to get everything done and get some re-rides, but that was because it was so quiet. If it had been a busier day, then we might have needed a bit more time than what we had. But yeah, for us on that day, it was absolutely plenty to do all the attractions, including golf and Amazonia. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. In terms of entertainment, they have got quite a lot going on there. I mean, that whole indoor section, there's an arcade and stuff like that, and bowling, and there are other shows and stuff that take place in there as well. I mean, they are doing a big Christmas event now. But yeah, other stuff that they do is that they've actually got a massive pirate high dive show outside. Now, unfortunately, this wasn't on again when we were there, because the park was dead. I mean, it was pointless them running it. But obviously, if you do go during peak times, then you can expect that show. And another bonus is that if there are people in your family who don't want to go on the rides, obviously it's free entry, so that show is free to get into. So if there are non-riders in your family, they can come and see the show for free as well, and do any of the other attractions if they want to too. So yeah, definitely quite good in terms of that. The opening hours aren't much of a problem, so not much to worry about there, and it definitely shouldn't worry you off coming. So yeah, so that's my review of M&ds. It's a very good park, definitely worth a visit, and people are awful about it online. I mean, I just don't get what the problem is. People are just nasty about the place, saying about it being absolutely terrible and all that. I mean, am I going to sit here and pretend it's the best place in the world to go? No, it's not. But did I get there and think this was really bad? No, it was good. I mean, every year they're adding a new ride. You know, the park, 95% of it looks great. You know, it's well looked after and stuff. It's clean. And yeah, I think people are being way too hard on the place. And I think that if you are in Scotland, whether you live there or, you know, you're visiting, I think M&D, especially if you're in the Glasgow area, and I think that M&D's is definitely worth a visit. So thank you very much for watching today, and stay tuned for episode 2 of Festive Park Jack, which will be coming tomorrow. Goodbye.